Have you ever stopped to think about whether something you do every day without even realizing it could be seriously damaging the health of your penis? Have you ever wondered why some men start to feel less pleasure, notice changes in sensitivity, or face problems that seem to appear out of nowhere, even though they have never felt pain or noticed anything strange? What if in fact the problem didn't start now, but has been building for years silently through small daily mistakes that no one warned you about? What many men ignore is that the penis, despite being one of the most valued parts of the male body, is also one of the most neglected. Habits that seem common, attitudes that were taught as normal, may be slowly destroying your sensitivity, your circulation, and even your potency. And the most serious thing, all this happens without you noticing, until the day the problem manifests itself, and then it may be too late. In this video, you will discover truths that no one told you about the silent mistakes that are putting the health of your penis at risk. Stay with me until the end, because what you're about to hear now could change the way you take care of the most intimate and essential part of your body. Most men only realize something is wrong when the problem has already caused profound damage. And the scariest thing is that this could have been avoided with a simple piece of information, with a little care, with a change of habit. This video is more than an alert. It's a call for you to take care of your intimate health with awareness and responsibility. This channel was created with one purpose: to prevent you from discovering prostate problems when it is too late. Sign up now, because here you will have access to vital information to protect your men's health. Lack of post-urine hygiene, an invisible error with serious consequences. Have you ever heard someone tell you that after urinating, it is important to clean your penis properly, or that just shaking is not enough? The truth is that this subject is rarely talked about, and precisely because of this, thousands of men continue to make this mistake every day. A simple mistake, but one that, over time, can silently destroy the health of your penis. It seems exaggerated, but it's not, and you will understand why now. After urinating, small amounts of urine accumulate at the tip of the penis. This happens mainly in men who don't clean the area properly, or who already have a tighter foreskin and don't clean it with enough attention. This urine residue creates a humid and acidic environment, which, as the hours pass, becomes an ideal space for the proliferation of bacteria. The result? Bad smell, itching, redness, frequent irritations, and in more serious cases, infections that can reach the urethra, affect the bladder, or cause serious inflammation in the urinary canal. And the most worrying thing is that many men don't notice this process taking place. They think the odor is normal, that the itching is due to sweat, or that the redness will go away on its own. They ignore the signs, neglect basic care, and push with their belly until the problem becomes something much more difficult to treat. And it all started with something that could have been avoided with a piece of toilet paper or a simple wash with clean water. Another critical point is that many men believe that being circumcised or having hygiene done in the shower is enough, but it's not. The error lies precisely in the interval between urination and bath time. During the day, the penis comes into contact with tight clothing, heat, sweat, and urine residue accumulates, permeating the intimate tissue. And this causes irritation that, in the long term, can compromise the penile skin, the sensitivity of the glands, and even cause micro wounds that open the way for bacteria and fungi. You may be thinking that this has nothing to do with the prostate, but it has everything to do with it. The health of the urethra, bladder, penis, and prostate are interconnected. When bacteria travel up the urinary canal, it can cause infections that silently reach the prostate, generating inflammation and even changes in prostate function. It's a domino effect that starts with something small and ends with a big problem. Taking care of your penis is not just a matter of personal hygiene. It's a responsibility to your body. It is understanding that prevention begins with small attitudes, that a mistake repeated every day can be more dangerous than you imagine, and that true masculinity lies in knowing how to take care of yourself. and not in pretending that everything is fine while symptoms accumulate in silence. So pay attention. From today onwards, every time you urinate, remember that your body deserves this care. Use clean paper, wash with water if possible, dry the area gently. It's fast, it's simple, and it can save you from a series of serious problems in the future. Because the health of your penis depends on you, not just on doctors or medications, but on the choices you make every day. If this content opened your eyes to a care that you had never stopped to think about, I want to invite you to comment below on the sentence, "From today onwards, I will take better care of my penis." This shows that you are truly committed to your intimate health and helps this video reach more men who are unknowingly making this mistake. And now, I'm going to reveal to you a common behavior that is making many men lose penile sensitivity without realizing it. Excessive masturbation with pressure and force, the error that numbs penile sensitivity. This is one of the most delicate subjects and, at the same time, most ignored by thousands of men. Most have no idea that the way they masturbate could be seriously damaging the sensitivity of the penis. And worse, many believe that masturbation is harmless, that there is no problem, and that it is just a matter of relief. But the truth is that the human body has limits, and the penis, like any other sensitive part of the body, can be damaged when subjected to the wrong stimulus for too long. The problem is not the act itself, but how it is done. Most men masturbate in a hurry, hidden, with excessive force, and using aggressive movements. Over the years, this conditions the body to respond only to that type of stimulus. In other words, you begin to train your penis to feel pleasure only in specific situations, with high intensity, often using the strength of your hands far beyond what is natural during sex with another person. And what happens over time? You lose sensitivity. Loss of sensitivity is a silent process. It doesn't happen overnight. It starts slowly, with a feeling that you need to stimulate yourself more to achieve the same pleasure. Then comes the difficulty of maintaining an erection in real relationships. Then, the lack of pleasure, the cooling of excitement, the disconnection with one's own body. And many men, when they reach this point, have no idea that the cause was that innocent habit repeated for years, in the same way, with the same strength, without ever giving the body time to recover. And it doesn't stop there. This type of exaggerated stimulation can also affect blood circulation in the penile region, cause micro-injuries to the skin and nerves of the glands, and even cause inflammation in deeper tissues. The penis begins to not react as before. It does not respond to the partner's touch, and the man enters a cycle of frustration, shame, and insecurity that affects his self-esteem, his intimate life, and even his emotional health. It's a domino effect. And it all starts with a simple habit that seemed to have no problem at all. Now you might be wondering, but how to masturbate the right way without causing all this? The answer is simple. Respect your body. Avoid using excessive force. Change the form of stimulation. Use lubricants when necessary. And above all, take breaks. The penis needs rest, just like any muscle or organ in the body. If you demand too much from him, the result is exhaustion, and sensitivity goes away with it. And yes, this also connects to prostate health. Frequent and aggressive stimulation can cause changes in ejaculatory function, sphincter control, and even generate small inflammations in the urethra, which later reach the prostate region. The body is an integrated system, and when one point is overloaded, the rest feel it too. Therefore, changing this habit is not just about having more pleasure in the future. It's about preventing serious problems and preserving your sexual function in the long term. You don't need to stop masturbating, but you need to understand that the way you do this is shaping the way your body responds to pleasure. And if you continue to insist on a practice that disrespects your body's limits, sooner or later, the price will be high. You could lose what still works today, and you won't even realize it until it's too late. If this content made you reflect on the way you have treated your own body, if you recognized any of these signs in your life, I want to invite you to comment below on the phrase, "From today on, I will respect the limits of my body." This comment is more than an answer. It's a commitment to your health and a valuable help so that this video reaches more men who need to open their eyes before something worse happens. And now, I'm going to reveal to you a modern, apparently harmless habit that is sabotaging penile circulation and directly affecting its potency. Tight pants and synthetic fabrics, the modern trap against penile circulation. This is perhaps one of the most ignored mistakes by men and one of the most dangerous. The choice of underwear, the type of fabric, and the model of pants you wear every day may be silently suffocating the health of your penis. Does it seem silly? Be aware that the impact of the wrong fabric or a piece that is too tight goes far beyond momentary discomfort. We are talking about a real problem which affects blood circulation in the genital region, interferes with the oxygenation of penile tissue, and compromises potency, sensitivity, and even erectile function over time. The penis is an extremely sensitive organ and completely depends on good blood flow to function properly. Anything that interferes with this flow, even for a few hours every day, can over time harm local vascularization. And that's exactly what happens when you wear jeans that are too tight, synthetic fabrics that don't breathe, or underwear that puts too much pressure on the penis base. The region becomes stuffy, hot, humid, and the blood starts to circulate less efficiently. Result? The penis begins to suffer, and it's not just a question of circulation. The constant heat and stuffiness cause an imbalance in the intimate skin. You sweat more, the area retains moisture, bacteria multiply more easily, irritations, flaking appear, and in many cases, small fungal or bacterial infections. This all starts with a simple, it's a little tight, but we can use it. But when you repeat this mistake every day, your body can't handle it. And what seemed like just a choice of clothing becomes an invisible saboteur of your intimate health. Another critical point is the impact on the region's temperature. Smothering fabrics raise scrotal temperature, which directly affects the quality of sperm and testosterone. Even though today's video is not about sperm, this needs to be said, because everything is interconnected. Lack of oxygenation can also cause loss of penile sensitivity. Many men report that they don't feel like they used to, or that their erections aren't the same anymore. And this is directly linked to years of stuffiness and excessive pressure. And there's more. In the long term, this type of habit can affect the nervous function in the region. Constant compression can alter the penis's neurological response to touch, sexual stimulation, and even natural arousal. This means that even with desire, the body may not respond as expected. And what does man do when this happens? He thinks the problem is psychological, which is anxiety, which is age, and it turns to medicines, pills, or quick fixes, when the real problem was in the tight jeans and synthetic underwear. But calm down. This has a solution, and it's not difficult. Just change some habits. Choose cotton underwear, looser models, light and breathable fabrics. Avoid spending all day in tight pants. Give preference to clothes that allow natural ventilation. Your penis needs to breathe. You need freedom to keep your blood flowing, your nerves responding, and your skin healthy. Does it seem like little? But this change can save your potency, your sensitivity, and even your self-esteem. Your body speaks. But if you stifle, pressure, and suffocate him every day, he will stop responding. And when that happens, there may not be any more time to reverse it. So don't underestimate the choice of your underwear. This is not cool. It's careful. It's prevention. It's self-love. If you realize that you are making this mistake and that you need to change the way you take care of your intimate area, comment below on the phrase, "My body deserves to breathe freely." This comment will show that you are truly committed to your men's health and can help other men wake up to this silent problem. If you followed this video this far, it's because you understand that taking care of the health of your penis is not an exaggeration. It's not something new and much less an unimportant matter. On the contrary, it is one of the most intelligent and courageous attitudes a man can have. The title's promise has been fulfilled. You've discovered the 3 silent mistakes that could be destroying your intimate health without you even realizing it. And now that you know this, you carry in your hands a power that many do not have. The power of information, of awareness, of the choice to act before it is too late. How many men do you know who have faced intimate problems but took too long to seek help? How many suffer in silence with loss of sensitivity, inflammation, weak erections, or shame about their own image? All of this could have been avoided with simple actions if they had received the right alert at the right time. And now that you've been alerted, the next step is in your hands. Men's health is a whole. The penis, the prostate, the testicles, the circulation, the nerves, the hormones, everything is connected, and ignoring one point can compromise everything else. So don't save any doubts for later. If you have experienced any of the symptoms mentioned here, identified with any of the errors that were explained, or if you just realize that you are not paying enough attention to your body, talk to a urologist. This professional is the best person to listen to you, investigate, and take care of your health in a preventive way. And if everything is fine, even better, because you will be sure that you are on the right path. Don't wait for the problem to grow to act. Take care now, while it is still possible to protect everything that defines you as a man. If you've made it this far, congratulations. This shows that you really care about your health and want to avoid problems before it's too late. I want to invite you to leave a comment saying that you watched the full video so that I can get to know you and know who is really committed to taking care of their own men's health. Also, check now if you are already subscribed to the channel. If not yet, click the subscribe button. Don't forget to like this video and share with at least one friend. A simple gesture like this can help another man avoid serious intimate problems. Most men only realize that something is wrong with their prostate when it's too late. In the first pinned comment, I left a link to a playlist that can prevent this from happening to you. Watch now before it's too late.